Hey, it's Jess here from JamXP, checking in on DONEFOR in Madison, Wisconsin.
What's
at
up?
Their show.
Hi.
We're here just catching up. How's things been going on tour?
Very, very good. This is our first ever actual tour, so it's super exciting that Aurorawave trusted us to come and be direct support for their tour here. We had a couple headline shows as well, and those were very successful. And I think a lot of us were expecting to lose money on tour, but we haven't yet. So it's been very successful, and we're very surprised and humbled, to say the least, how everything's been going.
You haven't lost any money, and if you make $300 tonight, you can have air conditioning again.
Yes, very important. We want AC.
Need AC.
Please.
So what so far has been your favorite show so far on the tour?
I'll let Parker take this one because I don't want to do all the talking. I want to let everyone else talk.
I've really enjoyed, obviously, the more professional productions like in Washington at the Atlantis, but I have to say I've really enjoyed the headline shows where we've had these fans show up. And what were some of the experiences you guys had with the headline shows that you want to highlight?
All around, I would just say it's a lot of crowd involvement. For us, I think my favorite thing with some of these is we show up and a lot of the people are already just at the venue. You know, they don't necessarily know who we are, but then we start playing and, the crowd forms and everybody's dancing and having a good time. And that's a really good feeling to walk away from that. So,
Of course, you want them to have a good time.
In terms of shows that we've had so far, Atlanta was a solid show. It was sold out or almost? Okay. Well, there was a decent amount of people.
We had our TikTok Riz party, which was everyone from social media where you see this thing at shows up to shows, and it's a time because they're like, hey, do you know any of the music? No, but guess what? You're here for the TikTok Riz party.
They either think we're hot or they.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that,
Of
but
course, of course.
Atlanta was a great show. The one we had in, I think it was West Virginia, was pretty cool as well. What was that last headlining one we did?
Virginia.
Normal Virginia. The bands that we had open for us were awesome. They were super solid. No bassist, so I'm sad there. But no, they were solid. It was great to see the crowd turn out. Yeah. Okay. Cam, what about you?
What was the question?
What is your favorite highlights of the show so far?
DC was sick. We got to ride around on scooters. That was pretty sick. Saw the Constitution and monuments and stuff. Pretty cool. The venue is super cool. The Atlantis is super sick. Shout out Ticketmaster.
Well, besides being in Madison tonight, are there any shows upcoming that you're looking forward to visiting those areas the most?
100%. So, August 9th is a big one. That's our homecoming show from tour. That's going to be huge. We're the first ever Southwest Florida-based band to headline this venue called The Ranch in Fort Myers. We're super excited about it. On the Aurorawave tour, probably the Ohio show, because I got some family, I got some friends coming to that, so that's a good one, and it's a sick venue, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Now, are you guys still writing music while on tour, or are you just working on tour time?
Yeah, I got this one.
Okay.
No.
So we completely finished the album, and we're announcing it right here on JMXP Podcast. It's coming out August 7th. August 9th is also going to be our album release party, big homecoming show album release party. So pre-save that new album if it's not out yet. It's a self-titled album called DONEFOR. We're super excited about it. We have awesome tracks coming out, some surprises on there. So
yeah,
super excited about that.
So what kind of shenanigans have you guys had on tour so far?
Let me tell you about how this morning went. So
here we go. All right, everyone grab a chair.
I wake up at 7, decide to, I'm going to sleep in a little bit because we have time because we're pretty much already in the city that we're playing at. So I just, relax. I wake up at 9 o'clock. Not even a full minute after I wake up, generator shuts off, which has been some sort of an ongoing issue, which I'm working on fixing, as you can see from all of the grime that's still on me. So first thing I did this morning was go under the RV to attempt to fix it. Took out the fuel lines, took out the fuel filter and everything.
You don't have to go that deep. It's a simple question.
job, Alan.
Here's how you answer this.
It did not work.
All right, now talk about some
A fun shenanigan we've been doing is whose meat is in my mouth. It's usually always the same person. Also, we've been yelling at random cars. Very good things usually.
Sometimes barking at random.
Barking at random woman. Usually. What else have we been doing? TikTok thirst traps. That's been a shenanigan.
Oh,
A lot of ATL ho, as well as a Aurorawave impression.
Well, right.
And we've just been memeing them.
Find places to wash our balls.
Yeah, that's good too. We've been trying to wash our balls in many places. What else is there? Yeah, we haven't been drinking really.
Well, you got to stay hydrated. It's hot in that RV.
Yeah. Holding off. Yeah.
We drink a lot of water. He doesn't drink a lot of water, right? We all drink a lot of water.
We're not much of partiers on tour. We are we're all business. We're about the music. But in Ohio, we will be partying after.
Can I just get this just for legal disclosure? Zach and I are partiers. He's just on allergic to everything mode. Cam has his appendix taken out, which we really didn't touch on. Cam is a new drummer, by the way. He's been rocking it for this current calendar year. And he had his appendix taken out, like a week ago? 15 days now, actually. The time's been flying. We'll go with that. Anyways, 4 days after it, he's back drumming. Not medically cleared.
Well, see,
He's
he's
an
a
animal.
badass.
Yeah, Leo hasn't been drinking because he has to drive an RV, and that's usually frowned upon in most of these states we've been in. And I'm slowly going back to my own ways. I went to Mexico and went after it, but
Oh.
I don't drink.
You don't drink, huh? Well, I mean, you do have to be a little professional. You're trying to get your name out there
We
more.
got a reputation to uphold.
You just said whose meat is in my mouth.
We don't have a reputation.
I thought you guys got banned on TikTok.
Yeah.
So this is going on YouTube. Should I? Basically,
It's the month of June. He used
All
the
right,
word
all
to
right.
describe the month of June. They banned him because he thought it was bad.
I was not being mean to anybody. I said the word gay on TikTok, and we got banned for a whole week right before tour. And we were planning to go on TikTok Live every single day. So we kind of switched to Instagram a little bit, but now we're back on TikTok Live. But it sucked because, we make money from TikTok Live. So I'm sorry, everybody.
How are we going to schedule the TikTok race party?
Sorry. We're not banned anymore. We were.
And I got to know, I was actually just at the Cobra Lounge last month, and you guys were there last night. How was that show?
It was a good show. It wasn't the best show in the world, but I don't want to. All things to get considered, it went well. We put on a great show. We had some people.
I hit my move goal on Apple.
Parker hit his move goal, and it was cool. It was a nice place.
What's cool about that is when we started music, there's a guy named Jed who works for the Call Radio up in Chicago, Florida. It's all these radio stations. It's a Good Loud Media is his thing, and he started music for us, and specifically me. Like, I started not having a clue, and he's like, "Hey, I've got a song coming out on the radio. You want to sing for it?" And I'm like, "Okay." And then one of my first songs ended up radio, and he kind of guided us once we were a band and how to get mixes better, how to get all these things. And he would come down and see us when we had our big moments in Fort Myers, and now we've been able to expand and play everywhere. What's cool is we got to play in his hometown, and he got to see the growth of 2.5 years of just from nothing to touring the country, which is cool. Yeah.
So anything else this summer you guys are looking forward to besides, after this tour?
Oh my God.
Well, after we're done with our national run, we are doing a run all across Florida from Jacksonville to Ocala, and then
Georgia a little bit, huh?
yeah, we're doing a stint in Athens, Georgia. So that's going to be fun, returning to Georgia again.
Should we just show the merch that you can get at shows?
It's a headline run, so we're going to be very excited for that because it's completely different. It's like our crowd, and we're finally to have so many tickets sold for those shows already. So that's going to be sick. So if you came to those shows or you want to come to those shows, you definitely should. Playing all across Florida and Athens, Georgia.
And my last question, will I see you guys at Warped Tour?
Yeah.
You will see us at Warped Tour.
I will be there.
Okay, we won't be
I'm
playing, but
flying
we will
down.
be. We're probably going to do a pre Warped Tour party.
No. I'm just kidding. No, we're going to be doing a pre-party, like he said, and we're going to be playing. Zach and I are going to be sprawled out on the ground, twitching from monsters and vodka Red Bulls, while Riley's going to be
Well, I can say
enjoying
it'll be
the
my
music.
17th Warp Tour, so
My first.
You think you're better than me?
maybe a little bit when
Yeah.
it comes to Warp Tour.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna eat this mic. Okay.
I am also older than you.
Our friend Alec is actually playing it, which is cool because they did choose local artists for it, and we were talking a lot of smack about how we thought the contest was just to blow up the the battle of the bands was just to get more eyes on it because a lot of people are talking crap about the prices and the local bands buy in, but they did choose good local bands, so they chose one of our friend bands, and
That's
they
good.
did. Yeah, it's fun. It was good to see them there, and we'll do the pre-party beforehand, guys.
It'll be fun, and we'll have to meet up at Warp Tour.
Yeah.
We should.
Yeah.
Warp to Orlando.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give me a word.
Warp Tour Orlando.
Alphabet. Dang it. Pancakes.
You took mine.
God, they're stupid. I hate this band.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, DONEFOR on YouTube, and our TikTok, DONEFOR Band. Also, our Instagram. We're super active over there. We like to live stream and stuff like that.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank
It was
you
great
so much,
catching up.
Jess. It was good catching up, and we'll see you next time we're in the area.
Yep.
Cool.